I'm Sara and I'm the Earth Science teacher at Scarborough Sixth Form, which means that I teach A-level Geology. And if you've logged on, you're probably thinking about doing A-levels in September and you're wanting to understand a little bit more about what they involve. Geology is a practical-based science where we're trying to establish a practical understanding of our world and the mechanisms that make it and the resources that it provides it, from water and fuels to the rare earth metals that make the screen on your phones. So if you want to know how fast a dinosaur runs, or how to minimise risks from geohazards, to understand climate change and how it's driven the evolution of our species and other species in the past, and also to be part of the solution to mitigating climate change in the future, then Earth Sciences is a subject for you.
In your first year studying A-level Earth Sciences Geology, you will build up a picture of what rocks are and the rock cycle, and look also into geological time and look at the fossils that we can find within rocks. We also study plate tectonics in this year and the structure of the Earth, and we choose one geological theme, which is looking at earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides in geological hazards. Work both in the laboratory and also we do our first of our field trips in the local area and also overnight to Shap in Cumbria. In the second year, we really build upon that knowledge and do much more detailed and applied work. So we might be looking at the evolutionary history of the world, also looking at past climates and how they've actually influenced the evolutionary history. And in particular, we study the most recent ice age climate and also climate change at the moment. We look at the applied side of economic geology, which is looking at earth materials, natural resources, and of course the built environment in terms of engineering geology. We go out into the field a lot more, and we do site visits to places like the Woodsmith mine in Whitby, and we do a residential field trip over in the Lake District as well. Sort of things that you will gain from studying A-level geology is a greater understanding, obviously, of our planet and the processes, including modelling, because, of course, in geology, we might be studying something like how the Earth's movement around the sun affects its climate. So you can't do that in direct observation, but you can do it from modelling techniques and creative thinking. You also might be working on a practical, like these boys are doing here, where they're testing the strength of rocks when they are fresh and when they're weathered. And you'll obviously gain lots of team working and individual skills from going out into the field. And we have residential where you have to plan, take measurements, data analysis of lots of investigations across the Lake District. We do get very good results in A-level geology, and that's because everyone starts on the same baseline. They've not studied geology at GCSE. What I would ask you please to do is go into our progression pack and look at some of the things that I've put on there to give you some ideas about what A-level geology is about. We have small class sizes in Earth Sciences, and that means that I can target my teaching towards you individually. And students have gone on not only to study geology at university, although some of them have here, but they've also gone on to study things like ecology, environmental science, biology, of course geography, engineering, and archaeology. You may have heard that geoscientists are some of the most highly sought after graduates in the UK today. In fact, it was reported in the media that they're some of the highest earners in the community. This here is Asher, who graduated from Durham University after doing A-level geology, and he's now the chief geologist at the Woodsmith mine in Whitby. So career pathways might be everything from the built environment, geotechnical and geoenvironmental engineering, to something a little bit more softer, like working in the museum sector, or indeed in media, like Sir David Attenborough, who did geology as part of his natural science degree at Cambridge University. In conclusion, and in the words of the famous Yorkshireman and Victorian geologist, as spoken by a less famous geologist over here, I can't promise to teach you all of geology, but I can only fire your imagination if you study A-level earth sciences with me. Thank you.